I'm Cate Holahan, USA Today best-selling suspense author of The Widower's Wife and several other novels. And I'm here today not to talk about my books, but to tell you all about a virtual event coming soon to a streaming platform near you, Noir at the Bar. Now, usually these events are held at actual bookstores or bars, but with the quarantine, we're going live online to read from our latest books on Friday, May 8th at 7 p.m. and then again on Friday, May 15th at 7 p.m. I'll be in the Friday, May 8th crew. While it's disappointing not to be able to see people in person, the upside to hosting this event online is that we have a fantastic lineup. I mean, incredible, famous, acclaimed, best-selling writing monsters who would not normally be able to get together at the same event. So it's going to be amazing. And I'd like to tell you about some of those authors and the books they'll be reading from. In fact, because this lineup is really incredible and you should use whatever free time you have to read their books, I will be doing a video a day until the May 8th event covering 3 authors at a time who will be speaking at that May 8th event. And then I'll pick up again the following week with the authors at the May 15th event. So, on to the first 3 authors. Now, all these authors have written series, which means they created characters who were so compelling that audiences and publishers couldn't get enough of them. The first author I'd like to tell you about is Meg Gardiner. Now, if you read thrillers, then you know Meg Gardiner. She has written 15 acclaimed thrillers and won the super prestigious Edgar Award for Best Paperback Original with her book, China Lake. She was a finalist for NPR's 100 Best Thrillers Ever. She's been called suspense's next superstar by none other than Stephen King. Her latest book is The Dark Corners of the Night. It's the 3rd book in her Unsub series, which is coming soon to Amazon TV. The story follows FBI behavioral analyst Caitlin Hendricks, who has come to Los Angeles to assist in the investigation of a serial killer known as the Midnight Man. She soon realizes that parts of the killer's past have parallels with her own story. Will their shared secrets stop her from acting when the time comes? You have to read to find out. I know I want to. The next author I'd like to tell you about is the fabulous Alex Segura, who organized this event to support Q and Willow Bookstore. So buy books and order from local bookstores. They need our support right now. Alex writes the acclaimed Pete Fernandez PI series set in the Miami underworld. The Huffington Post called the first in the series a gritty murder mystery detective story set in Miami among the ruins of the old guard media. And Entertainment Weekly praised the final book in the series, Miami Midnight, saying Segura wraps up his hit Pete Fernandez saga in style with this twisty, surprising conclusion. The final author for this video, tomorrow there'll be 3 more, is Rachel Howzell Hall. Hall writes the acclaimed homicide detective series starring Eloise Lou Norton. And she's coming out with a new novel titled And Now She's Gone, which will release in September of this year. You can pre-order it now. It's getting amazing advance praise, and Hall herself has been called a fresh voice in crime fiction by none other than Lee Child. You might know Lee Child from those Jack Reacher movies starring Tom Cruise. Publishers Weekly said Hall slips from funny to darkly frightening with elegant ease, and she was named one of Apple's iBooks 10 authors to read in 2017. Her new book, the story centers on the disappearance of Isabel Lincoln and private investigator Grayson Sykes' search for her. Gray's search for Isabel Lincoln becomes more complicated and dangerous with every new revelation about the woman's secrets and the truth she's hidden from her friends and family. That's from the back of the book. So, there are 3 fantastic authors in the great lineup. I hope you will tune in to hear them read from their titles on Friday, May 8th at 7 p.m. Or if you can't, go check out their books on qandwillow.com and support local bookstores. See you tomorrow, where I'll tell you about 3 more authors reading at the event.